Why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? That was a question I've always held, just because there was a lot of bad things that happened. Right. So that was a question I always had. And my son had that same question too. I remember one day, us sitting in the kitchen floor before, a few months before everything. Right. We were sitting there. Everybody in the house was gone. It was just me and my son. We were talking at first, just standing around talking. And he goes, "Mom, got a question." "What, Bubs?" He goes, "Mom, why does bad things happen to good people?" I hit hard, right? Because I knew why I asked that question. Why I asked that question. Because of all the bad things that had happened to me. But when you're standing there talking to your son, right? And he's asking that same question, makes you feel like something's there. He's trying to figure something out, right? Mom, why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? I remember us winding up in the floor in the kitchen, sitting there talking. My heart was heavy, and I was sitting there thinking, my son is asking this for a reason. What could be the reason? I wanted to answer him as honestly as I knew how. So I let God talk. I didn't know what angle he was trying to come at, right? But I knew something. Because you don't just ask that question to ask that question, right? Something bad had to happen. Something bad had to happen for that question to come about. So I told him, I was like, babe, sometimes bad things happen to good people because sometimes people are just there when bad things happen to people, right? Sometimes it's intentional. Sometimes it's an accident. Sometimes you can be minding your own business, and choices that other people make can affect you without them ever meaning to affect you at all, right? Explained it like you could be driving down the road, take a look at your phone, and then accidentally hit somebody crossing the street. Something bad happened to them. They didn't. You didn't go out of your way to make something bad happen. It just happened, right? It was no fault. But now that person is feeling the effects, right? And it was not intentional. And then there's some people that go out of their way to make bad things happen to good people, innocent people, that intentionally harm people. And there's those people. And then there's things that people do, right? And people don't realize how tightly connected we actually are. I was trying to figure out why my son was asking that question. Then we got to talking about some other things, right? About his name, that other stuff. And of course, everybody came home, so we didn't really get to finish the conversation. But it was there, right? It was there. I knew something heavy was on him. God, if I could just go back and ask him, right? Yeah. There's a lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions on my son. There were things that we were talking about, right? I never got the answer to. Things that we were working on, I never got the answer to. Things that he would hint around, I never got the answer to. And that's hard. Because there were so many conversations that we started, that we were working on, that I never got the answer to. And I never will, right? I think that's one of the reasons why I'm searching so hard, because I'm trying to find the answers to the things that I didn't get the answers to. And I'm going to figure out one day why bad things happen to good people. I got to figure it out. I know in the scripture, because the scripture that God gave me on the day that I lost Kody was in Isaiah 57, 1 and 2, about how people are taken away before their time. And God was just protecting them from the evil that was to come. God gave me that scripture. And then it says, and now they lie in rest and wait. God gave me that scripture on the day I lost him. It's always been in me. I don't know. Honestly, really do not know what I am supposed to be doing. Right? Every day, I search for my son. Every day, I just want to talk to him. Every day. I still see the smile on his face, the look in his eyes, his voice. And it sucks. It sucks. What are you supposed to do when you don't know what to do? Right? What are you supposed to do? When the thing that made you you is not here. Nothing feels complete. Nothing feels whole. Nothing feels right. What are you supposed to do? I look at pictures of my son a lot. I do. I look in his eyes. I look at the things around him. I look at his smile. I look a lot at the pictures I took where he didn't realize I was taking a picture. And see what I could see. What was there? What changed? Right? What did I miss? Drive myself crazy sometimes. No. I just don't know. I just don't know.